number 9 home field advantage of all time, Seattle's Qwest Field.
The fans will not sit down and they will not be quiet for the next 3 hours.
Well, I think Qwest Field's established themselves as probably the toughest place to play in the NFL.
That place is loud. I mean, it's like thunder. It's so loud.
I'll tell you, if it could be any louder in here, I don't see how.
At some point, it just sounds like, you know, you're talking and I don't know what you're saying. It's almost like somebody pushed the mute button.
While deafening decibels were commonplace inside the Kingdome, surprisingly, when Seattle moved to their new outdoor home in 2002, the noise followed.
How they've been able to replicate an indoor sound in an outdoor building, I don't know.
And this is as loud as the Kingdome ever was.
The way that building is structured, it keeps all the sound in.
Paul Allen took some of those billions and came up with some astronaut guy who went and NASA figured out how to design that stadium to make it loud, and it worked.
We didn't go into it with the intention of making it a loud stadium, but things that we did for weather protection, for sightline, and getting fans close to the action contributed to bouncing sound back down onto the field.
You know, our fans, they're loud, they're excited, they're over-caffeinated.
Seahawk fans are certainly all that, but collectively, they are best known as the 12th man on the field, a distinguished and deserving honor.
It's kind of a civic pride thing for us. You know, we retired number 12 for our fans.
It was the first time in NFL history that a jersey with the number 12 on it was dedicated to the fans.
Moving outdoors, the 12th man tradition has become even more celebrated.
Just before kickoff in every home game, they raise a 12th man flag, and that only gets the crowd more geeked.
Paul Allen is raising the 12th man flag.
Now, what happens if your team really sucks? I mean, do you raise the 12th man flag at half-mast?
Fortunately for Seattle, they haven't had to answer that question. Since moving to our number 9 home field advantage, the Seahawks have won 3/4 of their games at Qwest.
Here at home, the home field advantage really has worked for the Hawks in the past.
One of their most memorable victories came against the Giants in 2005, when the 12th man came ready to play.
Fans are making a lot of noise. Now a flag is out.
False start offense, number 77.
It was as loud as any game I've ever been around. And so we did have some difficulty, obviously, with some false starts.
In all, New York was tagged for 11 procedure penalties, a feat credited in part to Seattle's most famous fans.
You really can chalk it up to the 12th man and the noise.
We're going to present this to the 12th man. It was never more evident than in the game yesterday with all the penalties, directly because of crowd noise and our enthusiasm of our fans.
It's not a cliche. That place rocks.
This place is actually shaking. And if this were an earthquake, it would rank about 8.0.
At least an 8.0.
You know, it's just an awesome place to play.
Listen to the crowd at Qwest Field. You have been magnificent today, 12th man.